In fact, critics have said this is emblematic of the all too cozy relationship between Washington and Wall Street. And I'm curious if you think that Hillary Clinton is too cozy with Wall Street. I know you've disagreed with her in the past on issues like bankruptcy legislation.
You know, I worry a lot about the relationship between all of our regulators, government, and Wall Street. And here's how I think of this.
But what about Hillary Clinton in particular?
I worry across the board, and here's part of why. We've got a Washington now that works for anyone who can hire armies of lobbyists and lawyers. And it doesn't work for regular families. So the consequence of that is that, I'll tell you the example of this. You know, when the big banks crashed the economy and got bailed out by the American taxpayer, instead of saying, wow, gee, we're really sorry about what we did and we very much appreciate being bailed out, they turned around and spent more than $1 million a day to lobby Congress to weaken any financial regulations going forward. And I'll identify in particular, they said, number one, we're going to kill off the idea of any Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that would keep the big banks from being able to cheat families on mortgages or credit cards or payday loans. And it's emblematic of what's been happening, that those who can hire armies of lobbyists, those who can hire armies of lawyers, they get every rule written in their favor. And they just keep tilting the playing field. And they tilt it every time against families. Families don't have armies of lobbyists. They don't have armies of lawyers. And that's why I think it's so critical now that we speak up on these core issues, issues like the minimum wage, the student loan bill, reducing the interest rate on student loans, protecting Social Security, equal pay for equal work. These are sort of the core economic issues that don't have millions of dollars of lobbyists coming in on the side of the people. All the lobbying is being done on the other side, just where you started it. Don't raise the minimum wage. Don't change the rules on equal pay for equal work. Don't reduce the interest rate on student loans. That's the fight we've got to have. You know,